I've always been fascinated by maps, especially the ones that don't quite make sense at first glance. And when it comes to puzzling maps, Africa takes the cake. Just look at it, all those straight lines cutting across the continent like someone took a ruler and went to town. But borders aren't supposed to be straight, right? They're meant to follow rivers, mountain ranges, ancient tribal lands. So what's the deal with Africa? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into one of the most consequential map drawing exercises in history. Okay, let's rewind to the late 19th century. Europe is in the midst of what's called the scramble for Africa. Basically, European powers are falling over themselves to grab as much of the continent as they can. Now, to avoid a full-on war between themselves, they decide to meet up in Berlin in 1884. Picture this, a room full of European men, most of whom have never set foot in Africa, huddled around a map, dividing up an entire continent like it's a cake at a birthday party. So they break out their rulers and start drawing. They use lines of latitude and longitude as guidelines. They pick points on the coast and just connect the dots. The result? Borders that make sense on paper but make absolutely no sense on the ground. Suddenly, you've got people from the same tribe living in different countries. Fast forward to the mid-20th century. African countries are gaining independence, but here's the kicker. They're stuck with these arbitrary borders. These straight lines have led to some serious issues. You've got ethnic groups split between countries, leading to tensions and sometimes even war. Resources that used to be shared are now divided. It's a mess. But wait, there's more. Despite all these problems, most African countries have chosen to keep these borders. Why? Well, redrawing them could open up a whole new can of worms. So instead, there's been a push for unity across these artificial divides. Pan-Africanism, the African Union, these are attempts to say, okay, these borders are weird, but we're all in this together. So next time you look at a map of Africa, remember, those straight lines aren't just simple borders. They're the scars of colonialism, the challenges of the present, and weirdly enough, the foundation for future unity. Africa's borders might be straight, but its history, its struggles, and its potential are anything but. The story of Africa is still being written, and it's the people, not the lines, who are holding the pen.